Hi everyone, it's Kerchi. For my toy collection showcase, I am taking it back to Shopkins once again. I'm going to be unboxing and showcasing these little dolls. A while back, I showcased the party pop-up dolls, which follow the same concept of having a shoppy doll and a compact. Then I saw these, and there's 5 of them. We have a lot to unbox, and I'm even more excited because I love Shopkin compacts. So I mentioned before that I'm starting to collect dolls, and Shopkins, Kindy Kids, pretty much anything Moose Toys makes when it comes to dolls are absolutely gorgeous. All 5 of these have been sitting on my shelf for months. It is time to unbox them so I can display them nicely. So let's go. We are going to start with Peppa-Mint because she is one of the most popular shoppies. I actually just finished collecting all of the Kindy Kids dolls, which is pretty much the baby version of these shoppies. And Peppa-Mint was the last one that I got because she's very elusive, this Peppa-Mint. All of these have also been sitting on my shelf for months. They're a little bit dusty and I didn't really bother to dust them because I'm gonna unbox them and recycle the packaging. But first, I have to admire the packaging. As a designer, it's something that I just have to do. So on the back, we have a beautiful graphic of Peppa-Mint. I just love the graphics here. Their graphic designers are super good. I used to do illustrations like this back in the day, and they're very time consuming, so much respect. It's interesting how the compact here is a different color than the one here. I'm guessing that there might be some variants. I do like the purple and pink better, so I wish I had gotten this one. And here we can see what the compact looks like when it's opened, and we can wear it as a necklace. I think I have that shirt. Now more posable than ever. That is very cool because I love posable dolls. We get a little backstory here. Open Peppa-Mint's mysterious ice cream locket and discover a magically small world. She's looking cooler than ever and now has a small sweet place to chill and some snowy surprises inside. On the side of the packaging, we can see the other lockets that we can collect. On this side as well, here's the purple one that we don't have. We have the teal one. That's really weird. It's like they're rubbing it in my face that I got a different one. Then on the front, of course, we see the product. We see Peppa-Mint in her doll form and Peppa-Mint in her Polly Pocket form. And all around here, we get cute little Shopkins. Alrighty, it is time to let her out of this cage. I love the color scheme. This is what I'm talking about whenever I mention color cohesion. They really thought about where they're going to place the colors. Not just that, but what shade of color. They went with pastel, so there's not like random vibrant neons here and there. And just from this point of view alone, it looks so beautiful and it displays very nicely. So first we have Peppa-Mint. She's very beautiful, but her hair did get messed up in the packaging. I can probably just iron that out later on. I love how her bangs just kind of sweep to the side, and I really love her color scheme because it's very soft and pastel, and it makes her look like a fairy. There's glitter on her dress. She's got frosted lips and frosted eyeshadow. The 90s really are back, but if I'm being honest, the 90s never left. Her whole theme is ice cream and sweets. I love how her buns look like ice cream scoops. Her hair on the back is also super gorgeous. These lavender streaks are just very pretty. She has a headband with an ice cream on it, and we can remove it. I also like how her outfit isn't entirely made of cloth. Up here it's plastic, and it looks like a corset. There's a little ice cream on it, which fits her theme. Now, my favorite part about the shoppy dolls is the shoes. They get really creative with the shoes. Again, we see ice cream scoops here, and these look like waffle cones. She is definitely the queen of ice cream. And we get a stand, just like Funko Pops. There is a hole on the bottom of her shoe, and we can just pop her on here. It's a little unstable, but it works. I showcased the Shopkins pop-up party dolls, and I mentioned that I absolutely love these dolls. I think they're super pretty, they're well made, very creative, and I do plan on collecting the rest of the shoppies that don't come with compacts, so I'm looking forward to that. Then we have little Peppa-Mint in the form of a Polly Pocket, the whole reason why I wanted this entire set in the first place. Their intention is to match her outfit, but because she's so tiny, they couldn't really add that many details, but we can see the same dress concept and the same ice cream shoes. Her hairstyle is also the same, but her hair is shorter. She's got the same bow with an ice cream on it. And now for the compact. This one is so tiny. This is in the shape of an ice cream. It's a little awkward because the cone is super short, but triangles are one of the hardest shapes to work with, so they had to kind of make a whole world fit in the shape. We can see the little ice cream swirls. I think this is supposed to be sprinkles. And there's a diamond on it because it's a fancy ice cream. On the back, we just have the manufacturing info. We don't have the year engraved on these toys, but the box says 2017. This is super tiny, and this is actually the tiniest Shopkins compact. For comparison, here it is next to the other lockets that I've already showcased on my channel. This one is from the Party Pop-Up Dolls, and this one is from the regular locket sets. And you can see a huge difference mainly with the little loop up here. The loop is significantly smaller than this one, and the actual body is pretty small as well. I'm curious to see how much detail they can pack on in this super tiny compact. And to compare it with a vintage Polly Pocket, they're about the same size. So it's interesting that Shopkins can make it as small as a vintage Polly Pocket. Although Shopkins is a bit thicker, so this one is super thick and this one isn't as thick. So that's just a fun little comparison because I like to see how small these compacts can go. So far, vintage Polly Pockets are the winner because this one is smaller. The first thing I see is this sparkly glitter. That is by far the sparkliest glitter I've ever seen in a compact. This is even more sparkly than the ones I've seen in vintage Polly Pockets. So that's saying something. Now the glitter test to see if it rubs off. Unfortunately, it does. We can see some glitter on my finger, but I can just seal that off with Mod Podge. Down here, it looks like some kind of freezer where we keep all the ice cream. This definitely looks like snow. We also have some ice trays here. Maybe it's an ice tray or maybe it's where we keep the ice cream. And I'm gonna assume these are scoops of ice cream. There's also a platform here for Peppa-Mint so she can slide around the freezer. Then up here is the actual ice cream shop. This looks like the door to the freezer. We can see a handle over here and just some fun ice cream decor. And we can pull it down to create another platform for Peppa-Mint. There's also some sprinkles on the floor here. Back here we can see an ice cream machine. It is not broken like the ones at McDonald's. It works just fine and produces lots of delicious ice cream. We have ice cream cones up here, some containers here, maybe full of sprinkles or other toppings. This whole area here looks like dripping ice cream. That's very creative. And this one too, it looks like it's dripping ice cream. And there's a waffle texture here. And back there, we just have a fun little graphic of the dining area. We have some chairs and some sprinkle decor. They really packed a lot of detail into this super tiny compact. Going back to the comparison, I just want to see the amount of details they can put in these. They're actually about the same. I would say maybe Shopkins has a little bit more details, maybe 1 or 2 extra pieces. For a very small compact, that is impressive. And we get this cord so we can wear the locket. This is how I normally like to put it on so that everything is symmetrical. I've never actually worn one of these lockets. I think for me and my husband's date this weekend, I'm just gonna wear it and see if he notices. Lastly, we get this secret diary of Peppa-Mint. I like how they made it look like an actual diary. It has a lock on it, and the lock is an ice cream. That is extra attention to detail. On the inside, we can see more info on Peppa-Mint, and it tells us to download the app, enter the code, and we get special Shopkins. So let's go ahead and enter the code. I did this at one of my Shopkins showcases, so as you can see, I've already collected a handful of Shopkins, and I thought it would be fun to do it again in the showcase just to see what we get. Wilma Wedge. She is supposed to be a shoe, but this is a really awkward angle. Breadcrumbs. Very straightforward. Polly Teapot. I love how her name is Polly. Majestic heels. We get another shoe. Why does she look like she's crying? Like laughing, crying? Humpty Dumpling. I love dumplings. Grand Jam. She's a grandma. That is so adorable. Sneaky Sue. This is our third shoe. We're getting a lot of shoes here. Lydia Lounge. Is she supposed to be a sleeping bag or a bed? Drips. That's a pretty cool name. Candy Cotton, because cotton candy is too mainstream. Up next, we have Marsha Mello, who is another super popular Shoppy. On the back, this is her super special graphic. I don't know if Shopkins has a TV show, but she needs to be animated so badly. She reminds me of Sailor Moon. It looks like she's transforming. And this is our compact. Marsha Mello's looking sweeter than ever as her magical mini-me in a super secret small world. Marsha is buzzing with excitement about the surprises she wants to show. Follow her into a land that's sweet, petite, and full of fun. Another beautiful color scheme. Because she has a marshmallow theme, everything is very soft. There's lots of white colors, and they used pastels as supporting colors. Here is Miss Marsha Mello. Her hair is a little messed up as well, just like Peppa-Mint. Here you can see the strands that are out of place. I'm also not a fan of how much glue they used to keep her hair together. You can see how stiff it is here. There's also some glue residue up here. The party pop-up dolls were so gorgeous and beautiful, and their hair was perfect. So this, by comparison, let's just say my expectations for these were very high. I love them, but they're definitely not as good as the party pop-up dolls. We can also see how it's lopsided here because she's been in the box for too long. But even then, they should have packaged her more carefully. And these are things I can definitely fix, but I still wish I didn't have to fix them. Her hair on the front is just very asymmetrical, and her bangs, it looks like she had a midnight meltdown and decided to cut her bangs herself. That is just so funny. It looks awful, really. But she's still so cute, so I can't really be too mad at this. She has a beautiful sparkly tutu with pastel stripes, and she's got a marshmallow lock up here. And here is another beautiful corset, and you'll notice that the trim on the corset looks like marshmallows. Those little twisty marshmallows. And of course, the shoes. I love the ribbon cascading down the back of the shoes, and it's that same marshmallow lock that we see up here. And here is Polly Pocket Marsha Mello. Again, same theme, same concept, same outfit. I do wish that they tried to match the doll as much as possible. Maybe add some of the pink and blue streaks in her hair. I love how her skin tone actually matches the doll's, because one of my critique with the party pop-up dolls was the little tiny figures didn't quite match the skin tone of the actual dolls. But she is super cute and I love her. I really love white hair as well. Whenever I make a character in a video game, I like to give them super white hair just because it looks so ethereal. And here is our super tiny compact. This is a marshmallow, and it has a bow which also looks like marshmallows, and the handle also looks like twisted marshmallows. It's a marshmallow candy wonderland. It looks like we're on clouds, but I'm gonna assume those are marshmallows. We have a platform here where Marsha Mello can stand, and this spins around. There's also a bunch of candy on the floor. This blanket looks like a marshmallow. They really made everything look like a marshmallow. Then up here we have more candy goodness. There's a compartment here. We see a pot full of candy. Here's another platform for Marsha Mello. And we have this column which looks like one of those twisty marshmallows. There's lollipops hanging from the ceiling. We have jars full of candy and a cute candy graphic in the background. Here is Marsha Mello's secret diary where we can get our code for more Shopkins goodness. Let's see what we get. Suds, how cute is he? Fiona fries. I had some carnitas fries for lunch and they were absolutely delicious. Wobbles. Is she Jello? She also looks upset. Is she upset that she's Jello? Is she jelly? Cheesy. Self-explanatory. Ting Teapot. This is so cute. Lola Gondola. One of those romantic boats, I believe. Camille Cream Cookie. She looks like an ice cream sandwich. Asparagus. These names are getting really creative. Artie Party Hat. I don't know, I wouldn't wear this hat at a party. It looks a little bit outdated to me. Polly Polish. Next we have the beautiful, vibrant Tia Tigerlily. I already love her because she's got a whole tropical thing going on. I especially love her cartoon counterpart. With her pretty petals and flaming hair, Tia Tigerlily's ready for her miniature world to open and blossom. What will you discover behind the petals of her locket as you dig deep and discover her secrets? This is absolutely gorgeous. It's so fun and bright and summery. At first, I wasn't too wild about this set because I wanted the pink and purple sets. But after unboxing her, I just love everything about this. Tia Tigerlily is so beautiful. Her hair is actually perfect. I love her hairstyle so much. I love how there's two of these rope braids. There's also some shiny metallic strands in her hair. I love her bangs as well. They're glued down like Marsha Mello's bangs, but we don't see glue residue and they still feel very soft. I also love these flowers in her hair, and they have this accessory that's hanging on the flower. I just think it looks very unique, and I've never seen anything like that on a doll before. Her makeup is super creative. Her eyeshadow looks like flower petals. Her dress also has a flower tiger lily aesthetic. And instead of a corset, she's got a crop top. And of course, it has a tiger lily on it. We can also see a little belly button. I don't think I've ever seen a belly button on any of these dolls, but there's one. Mystery solved. Her shoes are absolutely amazing. I just love how unique they are, and I love seeing things that I've never seen before. It actually looks like she's walking on water, or maybe these are leaves. Anyway, I can't get over it. I've been staring at it for a couple minutes now. I just love it. And here is Polly Pocket Tia Tigerlily. Same outfit, same hairstyle. Her hair does look a little wonky here just because they had to stick it to the sides. It looks kind of like long floppy ears. But again, she's so cute. I love the lime green. It just looks very tropical and I love her. And here is our Tigerlily compact. It would have been cool if it had the actual Tigerlily patterns. It looks a little too plain for me, and it actually kind of looks like a stack of pancakes with syrup. This is really pretty, but I have to point out the fact that the color scheme doesn't quite match. Our main color scheme is orange, yellow, very vibrant, and on the inside it's pastel purple and pink. We do see a few vibrant colors here, but overall I was hoping for more of that orange. I was also hoping for more of a jungle theme or forest theme, but instead we get a garden theme, which doesn't really fit, but it is beautiful. So down here we have the garden, we have a wooden bench over here, a beautiful fountain, nice cobblestone steps. I always love textures in my compacts. And under this bush we see more tiger lilies, but they look like regular flowers because they don't match the rest of the coloration of the tiger lily. I'm looking for that orange with the speckled patterns. Up here we have a beautiful gate. It has a tiger lily handle, which is very cute. We also see some plants all around here, and when we open the gate we see more flowers. I guess the concept could be she's growing tiger lilies in her garden and she's selling them, but I still would have liked to see a jungle theme or a tropical theme, because we don't really see those a lot and we have enough gardens. Now let's take a look at Tia Tigerlily's Secret Diary. Let's see what Shopkins we get. Whitney watering can, melty macaron. Macarons are my absolute favorite. Cherry nice cupcake. Peanut pineapple drink. This reminds me of Dole Whip at Disneyland, which I've never had. I'm not really into fruit desserts, but everyone says Dole Whip is amazing. Breadhead, that is hilarious. Bowl of fruits, can't get any more obvious than that. Tiny teacup, adorable. Birthday Betty, just in time for my husband's birthday. It is coming up real soon. Boo-hoo onion. I absolutely hate cutting onions because they do make me cry, but I think I've done it enough times that I'm starting to build an immunity. Wanda Wafer. She looks like Kit Kats. Brigitte Bardot. That is so cute. She's inspired by Brigitte Bardot, the actress. Wendy Washer. Freezy Peasy. I just had to throw away a bag of frozen peas today because they were expired. L cake. This is a fancy cake. It has an elephant on top. And next we have Donatina, and she's actually one of the more common Shoppies. I really love the graphic versions of these Shoppies because they just look so animated and awesome. They really remind me of Magical Girl anime because of how ornate their outfits are. A mysterious donut locket has transformed Donatina into a tiny version of herself. Now she's rolling with a new sweet look, and she's ready to serve up some teeny donut delights with a big hit of sugary surprises. I'm loving the whole red and yellow McDonald's vibes here. Her whole thing is donuts, but she's kind of looking like fast food. Oh, Donatina, what have you done to your hair? She's supposed to have side-swept bangs, but this right here is not working for me. The teeny version of her has curled bangs and hers are straight, so yeah, it's looking a little awkward. Okay, Donatina, I'm gonna stop making fun of you now. The rest of her hair, though, is really pretty. I love the light pink streaks. The fuchsia is also super nice, very sassy. Her headband has a donut on it, although it looks like sunny side up eggs, and there's wings coming out of it. I'm not sure if she's got like a donut angel thing going on. What do the wings mean exactly? Her outfit is definitely unique, but I'm struggling trying to find a theme. I get it that she's all about donuts, but the donut doesn't really look like a donut. Again, I'm not sure what the wings mean. I think if the donut had a hole in it, it would be more obvious, but I think they put a gem and they colored it yellow, which is another awkward choice because it does look like sunny side up eggs. I do like her pants. I think they're very unique, and it's always nice seeing dolls in pants instead of dresses all the time, even though I do love dresses. And I love the collar here. It makes her look kind of like a superhero. And her donut bracelet here is obvious because her wrist is going right through it. So I know that there's a hole there for a donut. As far as shoes go, these aren't really that creative for me. They look kind of like Ronald McDonald clown shoes. I would have liked to see more color breakup here. Otherwise, it just looks like circle patterns. Maybe if it was chocolate or vanilla and it had colored icing. I'm sorry to say that she's probably my least favorite. Even though she is my least favorite, I still love her. I love all of these dolls. As a product designer, I'm just always thinking about the decision behind each of these elements. And with her, I'm just having a hard time figuring out her theme. Here is Polly Pocket Donatina. Her hair looks a lot better here. I love how it's side-swept. Her bangs are also side-swept and they're curly. And instead of red and yellow, she's got pink and yellow. And this color scheme looks a lot more common in donuts, so I wish that this had translated over to the doll. And here is our compact. Again, it's supposed to be a donut, but the yellow really throws me off because when I first saw this, I really thought it was sunny side up eggs. It's supposed to be a gem, but I feel like they could have used a different color, maybe red, since the doll already has a lot of red colors to her. And once more, I'm not understanding the wing concept. Maybe it's just an aesthetic choice to make it look cute. This looks like a fun donut factory. Down here we see icing on the floor. We have a platform for Donatina so she can slide around. We have donuts on the floor as well. And we have donuts on the circular counter. I love the color scheme of these donuts because they do look more familiar to me. When I think donuts, I think of very pastel colors for the icing. On the second level, this is where all the donuts get made. We see some giant donuts up here on the ceiling. The icing is just dripping down. I think that's really cool. We have a bunch of donuts stuck to the wall over here. And inside this container, we see more donuts. They're stacked on top of each other, ready to be devoured. I just love the icing all around here. I think it's super creative. Someone did ask me if I'm going to repaint Shopkins, and I'm not quite sure yet because I really do love Shopkins. And my whole idea with my repaint series was to improve the modern Polly Pockets and some of the other modern toys I've showcased that just really lack that detail. And Shopkins already has tons of details, so I'm not really sure if I'm gonna repaint them, but I'm not completely taking it off the table. And lastly, in the background graphic, we see a table and chairs made of donuts. There's also some jelly dripping down from the ceiling. And now to get our special Shopkins from Donatina's Secret Diary. Lil S'mores. I haven't had s'mores in years. Jiggly Jelly, another Jello Shopkin. Vanilla Tubs. Yes, I have eaten a tub of ice cream before. Peachy. How cute and simple. Pauline Palette. My sister's name is Paulina, so this is her. This is what she looks like. Arturo Sombrero. Lizzie Lace Up. Another shoe. K Cupcake. We also get a lot of cupcakes. Mia Mirror Ball. She is super cute. I love her. Cupcake Princess. Another cupcake. And last but not least, we have Sia Shell. She is a gorgeous mermaid, and I saved her for last because I already know I'm gonna love her. Look how gorgeous her graphic is. This really needs to be a cartoon. Sia Shell has a secret that really makes a splash. Take a dip in her mini world and discover surprises from the sea and the shore. Sia can't wait to get her feet wet with you. I was right, I absolutely love her. I see a clear theme here. The color scheme matches the theme. She's beautiful. I love how the main color is teal, but we see splashes of that magenta. Love, love, love this. The first thing I notice is this beautiful crown on her head. It's made up of bubbles, seashells, starfish. There's also an iridescent shell and pearls over here. It just looks so unique and beautiful and organic, and it actually looks like she found all of these at the beach and handmade it herself. I'm all about things that are handmade. I'm not really loving this plastic that holds the crown together. I also really love her makeup. Her eyeshadow has scaly patterns. And those frosted lips. Gotta love the frosted lips. Her hair is beautiful, of course. This looks like the oil slick trend that was really big a couple years ago. Her dress looks like a mermaid tail. I love the glitter on this one. And she's got a crop top that has scaly patterns and these frills that look like fins. She's also got seashell bracelets, very pretty. And her shoes are awesome. They look like waves. That is so creative. There's seashells and bubbles on the front. I love how her little toes just peek through. Overall, I love her aesthetics. And here is Polly Pocket Sia Shell. She looks pretty identical to the doll. The color scheme, the outfit, the seashell headband. I would say she's the prettiest out of all the other little figures. And this is our compact. It's in the shape of a seashell and it's got a pink starfish right in the middle. This is my favorite interior out of all of these compacts. It looks very cozy. I love this door. I love this surf shop. I don't think I've seen anything like this. I've definitely seen beaches and sea-themed compacts before, but this one is different because it just looks really cozy instead of this big gigantic beach or big gigantic ocean. It really feels like I can sit here and have a nice vacation. Down here we have the sandy beach. We have a nice area to relax in. And we can ride the waves on the surfboard. Then up here we have a surf shop. I love how the wood here looks so organic. And we can see the shop through the star window. There's some surfboards on the side here. And there's a sign here that says surf. We also see some beautiful plants up here. And when we open this door, we get to the shop. We can see some surfboards for sale. We can also get some drinks, have a nice time, relax. The door doesn't close all the way, but I think they might have done that on purpose to kind of make it look more realistic. Maybe they're letting the breeze in. Now let's get the last of our Shopkins from Sia Shell's Secret Diary. Millie Shake. Tiny Tree. Bianca Boater Hat. That is so random. What? Madeline Muffin. I think I've gotten her before. Ella Tower Cake. An Eiffel Tower shaped cake. Fleur Flower. That basically means flower flower. Cheeky Chocolate. Delicious. Frosty Fridge. Squeaky Speaker. Ella Ween. Is she supposed to be a Halloween pumpkin? It says ultra rare, so she must be awesome. Here are all the compacts. I actually noticed that the round ones are bigger than the rest of them. This one is super tiny. I don't know why. Overall, I love them, but I just don't think that they're the best Shopkins compacts that I've showcased. The other ones that I have showcased, which I encourage you to watch so you can see the comparisons, are just better than this. And I think that's because the other ones are just a lot more consistent. With this one, I don't know why the sizes are different. And for this one particularly, I wish that it wasn't a garden, but maybe like a tropical jungle theme. I'm not a huge fan of the exterior of the donut one as well because it just doesn't look obvious that it's a donut. I do like the seashell interior, it's very gorgeous, and I love this ice cream exterior because it looks so magical. So overall, I do love them, but again, I've seen better Shopkins compacts. For the dolls, they are a bit hit or miss as well. Tia Tigerlily is my absolute favorite. She's perfect. I also love Sia Shell. I love her color scheme, her makeup. However, Donatina and Marsha Mello could use some improvements. Their hair is just not up to par as far as the rest of the dolls go, especially the party pop-up dolls that I showcased in the past because those were absolutely perfect. Peppa-Mint is somewhere in between. She's not terrible, but she's not perfect either. I do love her outfit just because my favorite colors are pink and purple, but there's just a lot of inconsistencies between the dolls, which I wasn't expecting because every Shopkins set that I've showcased so far has been perfect. Regardless, I'm still gonna collect the rest of the Shoppies. When they're displayed like this, they still look super gorgeous, and all these little things that I notice are just super nitpicky, which is just how I am. If you're a collector, if you love dolls, you're gonna love these. Yes, yes, double yes, triple yes, those were so cute. Unfortunately, the Shopkin Shoppy dolls and compacts have been discontinued. This was confirmed by Moose Toys when I messaged them to ask them if they were making any more of these. Just because they're discontinued doesn't mean Moose Toys won't have other ideas for compact toys. I'm still holding out hope. They're still coming out with some really good toys in their other lines. As far as compact toys go, and those little shops that look like Polyvilles, they're discontinued for now. It's disappointing, but I guess the plus side is we can have more pride in ownership because of the fact that these are now rare. For me, I don't really care how rare something is. I just want to be able to have it and add it to my collection. I'm not really the type of person that's like, oh, I love this because it's rare, but more like, I love it because I worked really hard to get it and it's a relief that I have it now. But anyway, this is the last of my Shopkins compacts that I will be showcasing till they make more. I do have the little shops that look like Polyvilles to showcase. I'm just missing a couple pieces, and again, I have this thing about completion before I showcase something. So that is coming whenever I complete those sets. And once again, thank you for watching my toy collection showcase, and I'll see you next time.